Let's talk Voices of Liberty. If you do not know what the Voices of Liberty are, let us tell you. They are an a cappella vocal ensemble that performs at the American Pavilion in Epcot's World Showcase. Did you get all that? They perform multiple times throughout the day, and they usually perform right before the show that takes place in the American Pavilion. Don't ask me the name of that show. I think I've only seen it twice. When we go to the American Pavilion, we go to see Voices of Liberty. Anyway, they are an a cappella vocal ensemble. They sing patriotic, folk, and Americana tunes, along with some Disney mixed in there. They perform 3 or 4 songs each set, so it's not a big time commitment. It's a perfect way to go in and
about 10 minutes.
Take a break from your day of running around Epcot and go check them out. And you can find out what times they perform either on the My Disney Experience app under show times, or there is a
Times guide.
The Times guide, like the paper Times guide, like the old fashioned you can pick up when you walk in the park.
And then there's a little marquee.
Yeah, there's like a board out front of the American Pavilion that tells you the Voices of Liberty show times. And you got to make sure it says Voices of Liberty, not the show, because those are 15 minutes after Voices of Liberty.
Yeah, Voices of Liberty, and then
the American show.
The American video in their big theater that they'll do.
But if you have any appreciation for music of any kind, you will want to check them out. They are the most incredible musicians, and the arrangements that they perform, just ear candy. You will walk out with goosebumps and tears every time.
Yep.
All right. So that's who they are. Go check them out. And we're going to talk a little bit at the end of the video about our feelings about Voices of Liberty. And so once you check them out now and watch some of their Christmas stuff, get to know them a little bit better, we'll be back at the end to talk about how we got to know them and why they're so important to us.
Voices of Liberty.
We're here with a lot of people. Everyone's here to see the Echo set. And this is our first time seeing the Echo set.
For Christmas.
For Christmas. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Looking forward to it.
Oh, come all you faithful.
Matt's predicting, oh, come all ye faithful.
I'm calling.
I have 0 predictions. I don't know. I don't feel Voices of Liberty gets enough coverage on the internet.
Aww.
And so we're doing a vlog.
Oh my God!
With a Voice of Liberty focus.
Amazing.
Yes.
This is it. Is this the blog for you and your husband?
Yes.
I'm a follower. You all should subscribe.
She follows our channel?
I do.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm
a subscriber.
Okay.
Says
oh my
the
gosh.
young one to remind the old millennial what the terms are. So
You're
yes.
an older millennial.
I am technically classified as an older millennial. I'll let you all guess my age. Don't do that.
But can I say your name? Is that okay?
This
is Kelly.
Hi.
And what part do you sing? You sing lots of parts.
I sing alto 1 and 2, and I am also trained now as a vocal captain for the group.
Vocal captain. Matt and I couldn't remember what that was called.
Yes.
So she does the talking and stuff.
Yes, I'm a substitute vocal captain. So mentored and trained by the lovely leaders of our current group.
And she does a lot of performing around the Orlando area.
I do. I'm very shy.
Can you tell?
I am part of Hoop-Dee-Doo Review as Dolly Drew over there. I also perform at the other part, Universal Studios, doing some magic with Harry Potter and the Wizarding World. And
what is that life?
It's fun, it's busy, and it's pretty magical. So if I can't be home with my family, who I love very much, hi Mom and Dad, I'm just very happy to be here.
So cool. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry
and
Christmas.
We'll see you at the next 2 sets. We're hanging out.
No, my name is Seven Mindoro. Hi, everyone.
Yes, and where are you from?
I moved here from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay. And what part do you sing?
I sing tenor 1. No, I sing baritone and bass.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, Merry Christmas to you.
Thanks so much. Thanks for being here,
great.
everyone.
Yes.
Merry
Awesome
Christmas,
seeing the
everyone.
Echo sets.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're here.
So great. Thank you. This is.
Hi, I'm Bradley Roberts.
And you're from?
Near Nashville, Tennessee, Columbia, Tennessee, just south of Nashville.
Okay. And how long have you been with Voices of Liberty?
I've been here for 11 years, so Orlando has become home very, very quickly.
Oh my goodness. And anything else you do on property?
Yeah, I get to go and hang out with my buddy Crush the Turtle over at Finding Nemo the Musical a couple of days a week, which is a lot of fun. Totally polar opposite from what I do here, but
Right.
I
Oh my
love them
goodness.
both so much.
So great, so great. Well, and let's check out his outfit. It's Christmas gear. Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot with a question.
Okay.
Do you like doing the Christmas sets or the regular sets better?
Gosh, that's hard. We only get to do our Christmas material for like 1 month of the year, so that makes it special for that reason alone. But the charts are also just gorgeous. Our Americana stuff is a little bit more heroic in nature for the most part, so I like both. I know that's like the worst answer ever,
know.
but
I knew you were
do
gonna
love
say
them
that,
both. So,
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to
and we'll
you.
see you at the next two sets.
Merry Christmas,
All right.
guys.
trying to vlog. This is why I mess up. Anyway, can I say your name?
Absolutely.
Okay, this is Erin with
Hi.
Voices of Liberty. How long have you been with Voices?
Full time for a little over 7 years.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And for some reason, whenever I see you performing, I'm like, oh, Gaston is performing today. Were you ever friends with him?
Yeah, I know that guy pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was real close friends with him for about 5 years.
Oh my gosh, so awesome. Very
Yeah.
cool. And now I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh, boy.
Do you prefer your Christmas sets or your regular Americana sets?
Don't make me choose. I have to say I like the holiday stuff, but I'm not sure if it's because it's the holiday stuff and I love the holiday stuff, which I do, or if it's just because we only do it for a short time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
that makes sense.
yeah, it's hard to choose. It's hard to choose. Right now, I say the holiday stuff is my favorite, mainly because we're close to the end of the season and it's not
Right.
going to be here much longer. So I'm trying to savor it.
Sad. All right.
Yeah.
And I forgot one more thing. Where are you from?
Born in Louisiana, but spent most of my years in West Virginia. When I was 6, we moved. My dad's job took us to West Virginia. So, yeah.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you for sharing your
Absolutely,
amazing talents.
yes.
And Gaston. Can you say your name for us?
I'm
Is that-
Lindsay Flick. Hi.
And Lindsay, where are you from?
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Excellent. And how long have you been with Voices?
I've only been here since May, so I'm really new. I'm
And
a
you
freshman.
sing what part?
I sing alto 1.
She sings alto. I'm so jealous. Anyway, any thoughts you have about what you get to do or
It is
being a part of Voices?
It is a dream come true. It is so wonderful to be surrounded by musicians who love what they do and love Disney as much as I do. So the integrity is held so high. The standards are through the roof, and I'm really lucky to be even a really small piece of such an incredible show.
Have you been a Disney fan?
Like my entire life. So,
Well, Merry Christmas. Thank you for
Christmas.
chatting with me.
bye!
That's all we're doing? We're just saying our names?
To start.
Hi, I'm Drew.
And I'm Brandon,
And where are you guys from?
I'm from Ohio.
and I'm from Florida for the most part, New York and Florida.
Excellent. And what parts do you sing with Voices?
I sing tenor 1 and tenor 2.
I sing baritone.
And do you guys prefer singing Christmas sets or your Americana sets?
That's a tough one. It depends on the set and what songs we're
Oh,
singing in
that's
the
very
set.
specific.
We're picky, folk. No,
I like the Christmas time is probably my favorite. Yep.
I think some of the best arrangements that we get to sing are from our holiday repertoire. So
Yeah.
I definitely enjoy when it comes around. It's tough because there's great stuff about our Americana music too. Some solos that I enjoy singing from Americana. You know, just saying.
Awesome. Plus, look at these outfits.
I mean, aren't we stunning?
Stunning. Stunning. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. And if
Pleasure.
you are in Epcot, you need to come check them out.
Please come by.
Okay.
You'll enjoy it. It's best, live music, right?
Yeah. And the vocals are
Thank you,
ridiculous.
Susan.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas,
Merry
guys.
Christmas.
Do
So Matt and I started a YouTube channel. I don't know if you're aware of this.
I did.
And
Yeah, I'm subscribed. Are you subscribed? If you're watching
Hit the
this right
subscribe button
now,
right now.
hit this. I think it's down here, right? Hit the subscribe button.
Oh my god. What is my... Anyway, we want to do a vlog that's Voice of Liberty,
Yeah.
you know, and then performers at Disney, just like, because we don't think you guys get enough credit out there on the internet. So this is kind of interviews of people.
Yeah.
So if you're okay saying your names.
I'm Kate Lott.
Use your backdrop against that wall.
Yeah, let's do this one.
Oh, sure.
We will do that, thank you.
This is prettier.
Yes.
it is
Oh, there's much prettier, okay.
That's Kate
Hi, I'm
Lott.
Kate Lott.
Kate Lott. I'm Rob Lott. People lose interest in me once they find out who she is.
I have the same problem. And where are you guys from?
Originally, I'm from South Carolina,
I'm originally from Ohio.
but now we live in Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, and you obviously are Voices of Liberty
Yes,
singer. What
I
else
sing
do
Voice
you
of Liberty.
do?
I don't wear this all the time.
Yeah, but you look so cute in it.
I sing in a group called Voctive.
Yes. I actually did a vlog of our travels down here, and you might have heard Voctive in that vlog because we listened to it on the way down. And how about you, Rob?
My mainstay, I'm over at a dinner show called the Hoop Dee Review over at Disney's Fort Wilderness and Campground. Yeah, that's my main spot. And then I help out with the Dapper Dans every now and then of Main Street USA, the finest barbershop quartet in a 2-block radius, as well as a handful of other places, Finding Nemo the Musical and wherever else around town that you need somebody like me.
Basically, we've been fangirling over these two forever, and the fact that they know our names. So anyway, your favorite thing in Voices, your favorite song to sing, do you have one?
Well, since we're in Christmas, it would have to be I Came Upon a Midnight Clear as my favorite because it's fun to sing.
And are you aware that when you sing, especially your high notes that she's famous for, Merry Christmas, that the whole group of people sitting on the floor are like this at you? Do you know that?
No. That's awesome though.
Yeah,
that's great.
I'm not lying. Anyway. Okay, well, nice to meet you guys. Hopefully
nice
we'll
to
see
meet
more of you
you.
soon. And Rob's doing the marathon weekend,
That's
so
right.
Yeah.
I'll be
hopefully we'll
around.
see them then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see y'all. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Subscribe.
All of us at Epcot, but especially from the Voices of Liberty, we hope you're having a happy Hanukkah, have a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.
There's a lot of reasons we keep coming back to Disney World. There's a lot of things that just never get old for us, and it's and a lot of times you see or hear the same thing, and time again you get the same response, whether that's a fireworks show or a ride or just a place, but the Voices of Liberty is that for us. It's been years that I've I continue to walk out of there after listening to them and wiping tears off of my face, and I'm listening to the same things over and over again.
Yeah.
And so I've just been a huge fan of them, and it's just one of one of the must-dos every time we come here to see them and listen to them sing. So early on we just, like I said, it's just a must-do, and it's just one of those Disney magic moments for us that, time and time again you come back and it's just the same response, and how awesome it is. So I reached out to Derek Johnson is his name, who created the Voices of Liberty. Actually, I'm lucky enough to have breakfast with him and his wife a number of years ago, which was awesome. Him telling stories of how it came to be the Voices of Liberty.
And who is Derek Johnson?
Derek Johnson is the founder of the Voices of Liberty, and he arranged many of the charts that you hear the Voices of Liberty sing. And I interrupted one time. I said, "Did you know Walt Disney?" And he said that he worked with Walt on a couple different projects. So it was awesome.
And why did you have breakfast with him?
I wanted to take one of his charts, The Golden Dream, and I wanted to arrange it for brass choir. So I reached out to him on a website, and he responded, and I bought his chart and gave me permission to go through that process. And so yeah, there was I kind of started it all, and then we kind of worked out. He gave me a lot of his charts, and I've arranged a lot of them for brass choir. So, which is really cool. And you just get to see his writing. It's before Finale and Spalius and all that stuff. So it's handwritten. So it's really cool. So. I remember going up to one of the members, and I wanted to just say thank you. And turns out that the person I went up to say, "Hey, can you deliver a message for me?" was his wife. So his wife sang in the Voices of Liberty, and so that was really kind of cool. And so yeah, I think the more we got, and the more that we have gone, we've seen the same a lot of the same people. And they've recognized us. Honestly, I think they recognize Susie.
My hair is a given.
the blonde curly hair coming in, sitting front row in the middle every single time.
Looking like this.
So I think they
during the whole set
started to recognize us, and yeah, so it's I don't know, it's been awesome to get to know them as they are, superstars to us. It's like, wow, I know them.
Yeah.
And so it's great.
Yeah, we fangirled over Voices of Liberty for years. So going to all their sets, sometimes when Matt and I vacation by ourselves without the kids, sometimes we'll spend an entire afternoon and just watch a set, and then go sit out and people watch for a few minutes, go back in, watch another set. But just completely fangirled over them. And when Matt started making contact with them before the brass choir arrangements, and then just after they perform, they will go shake hands and talk to people in the audience, and just starting to talk to them and get to know them and learn what their real names are. And it's been really exciting. And then we took another step with the Voice of Liberty with Carolina Crown. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, 3 years ago, found out Crown was coming down to the Orlando show. And so spring break, before that summer, I approached Tiffany. Tiffany is she solos a lot with them, and she one of their sopranos. And I approached her and I said, I just mentioned the idea and about doing something together with Crown Brass. And the first idea was, can we do something in Epcot together? And that didn't really work out. But she suggested, well, why don't we go to the DCI show? And so that's where that started. And obviously, I asked Jim Coates and Dan Atchison, and they graciously allowed this to happen. And it's kind of turned into a little tradition now. So yeah, they that was. And then the first time doing that was just like, it was awesome, because we would come in roll into Celebration High School, they would show up and we'd do a sound check and everything, and everybody got to meet everybody, and it was an awesome moment for everybody, even for them, because then we found out that they're drum corps fans. So yeah, we've been doing it for a while, and this last summer was pretty special too, because now that we kind of know what we're doing, it doesn't take us very long to do the sound check. You know, we prepare, we kind of know. So okay, even though we do different charts, you know, we're able to communicate a lot faster and things come together a lot quicker. So then we kind of do little concerts for each other now. So they would sing something for us, and then we would set up a circle and play for them, and it was just really neat. One of my favorite memories, I'll never forget this. We set up the circle, we played Gabriel's Oboe for them, which was our ballad in 2019.
Yeah, and just the brass, so no percussion or synthesizer backups.
So we played that in the circle for them, and their response, you know, a lot of them started crying, and you know, and all of that, and you know, a lot of them came up to me and thanked me, and all I could really say is, well, now you know how I feel when I listen to you guys. So
it was awesome to give back to them all the years and years of goosebumps and tears and music that they've given to us. It was pretty cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so now it's just still surreal that we sit down to watch them, and when they come in, some of them will recognize us, and then afterwards they'll come up to us and say our names, and we are still, it's still like, we're totally fangirling. Like, we can't believe that they talk to us, and
and even when we know them, it's still the same reaction, you know, when they sing, and you know anything, even the Christmas stuff. It's just, you know, it's how they're able to, the musicianship of all of them, and the arrangements, and how effective they are, and you know, again, whether it's the Americana stuff or it's the Christmas stuff, you know, it's just it gets the same emotional response from us, and it never gets really old, gets old. So I highly recommend, if you've ever been American Adventure, you gotta go check them out. It's incredible. There's a lot of incredible things in terms of musicians here in Disney World. A lot of them, and some of the best, you know. And the Voices of Liberty are one of them. You have to go check. It has to be on your must-do list if or when you come to Disney World.
Yeah. And this video is their Christmas stuff. And we went to their Echo sets on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So Echo sets is when they have kind of a double or triple cast. And, well, you'll see in the video. So this is some of their sets. And we also decided to kind of feature some of the performers and let them introduce themselves and share a little bit about themselves. Because that's something that always bothered me about Disney with performances and shows like Festival of the Lion King and Finding Nemo the musical, is they perform for you and then they go away, and you don't ever get to talk to them or get to know them or tell them how much you appreciate what they do. And I always feel like there's like, you know, that fourth wall.
I've always thought, we used to talk about this before we got to know anybody, but you know, it's amazing that, you know, you watch Festival of the Lion King or the Voices of Liberty, or you know, even, you know, a lot of just a lot of the performers here, whether dancing, you know, down the streets of Main Street, you know, or the Dapper Dans, you know, just, you know, it's, I think 80%, maybe even more, don't realize how incredible they are. And with,
I mean, 80% of the people watching,
the people that come to,
the guests, do not realize what talent is in front of them
what
here.
they're seeing. They don't. I don't think they get how hard it is to do what they are doing, and it was. I've always wanted to. Another funny story. What we finally got in, and this wasn't even us. We got a meet and greet with some Festival of the Lion King cast members. This is our first time, so I went up to one of them, and I said, "You guys are. I want to." I was a band director. You know, I have some musical training in my background, and I don't think you guys are ever told how incredible you are. And then when I was kind of introducing myself, he stopped me. He goes, "I know who you are. I'm a Big Crown fan." because I marched the Santa Clara Vanguard back in the day. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? So it was cool. He ended up doing that Santa Clara Vanguard alumni chord that they did. I can't remember what year it was, but
they stayed at our house.
They stayed at our house. It was awesome. So
shout out, Robert.
Yeah. So that was pretty crazy.
Yeah. All right. So wow, we rambled on for a long time, but these are important things to talk about.
Yeah, the Back of the Voices of Liberty. Go see them if you get a chance. They do a big, huge thing 4th of July because it's in the American Pavilion and all that, and it's 4th of July. They do some concerts in that little theater that's across the street from American Pavilion, but the walkway rather. They do some sets there, and then they'll go back in.
They do some echo sets on 4th of July too.
That's game over.
Yeah,
there.
and the rotunda is packed of people, and it just feels so patriotic and wonderful.
Unreal.
Yeah, and don't be afraid. Voices of Liberty are one of the few performing groups on property that they do get to do meet and greets with the audience
right
after.
afterwards,
As soon as they bow, they will stay there, and you can go up and talk to them, and don't be afraid to go tell them how amazing they are.
Because they are.
Yeah.
I know it looks packed in here, but we're going to try to make room for a few more of you that are behind the benches because this dome overhead enhances our sound and you'll just enjoy our show much more if you can get in close. So let's do some housekeeping. You're right here in the front. Go ahead and scoot into the red, so up to that crack. You guys can come to the edge of the red. Yeah, and behind that front row, everybody fill in all of the space. Scoot on in, get cozy. It's Christmas Eve, nobody's gonna bite. Yes, look at that. We have made room for about 25 more people or so. There's a whole row there. We've got seats over here as well, so now's the time if you're behind the benches, come on in. You are behind us, we only face the one direction. I encourage you guys to come around front as well.
Yep.
Yeah, do come on in, have a seat, get situated. Pretend like it's your living room at home, right? You got all the family there. Some people got to sit on the floor, right? We're really glad y'all are with us. We will be sharing with you some of our favorite music of the season. Celebrating Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights, an 8-day celebration filled with stories, food, and family fun.
Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora.
Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat.
Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat.
And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, then dreidel I will play.
Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
Now dreidel I will play.
Elenu shalom alechem. Elenu shalom alechem. Elenu shalom alechem. Elenu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. We bring God's peace now, God's peace we bring unto you.
With this gathering of nations around the World Showcase Lagoon, we are reminded that this holiday season is celebrated all over the world. Our next song comes to us from the icy tundra of the Ukraine.
Hark how the bells, sweet little bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong ding dong, that is the song which will ring, all caroling. Once did you hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air? Oh, how they come raising the song, oh, how they feel, telling their tune. Ding ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here, ding dong ding dong, merry Christmas, ding dong merry Christmas. All in the same dong and the their triple tune to every home. Ding and dong and their triple tune to every home. Ding 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 dong, ding 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 dong, ding 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 dong, ding. Snowbound mountain, snowbound valleys, snowbound plateaus, clad in white. Little Jesus, little mother, good Saint Joseph, come this night. On the snow, the hay, ha, ha, ho, ha, ho, with sleigh bells ringing, gaily singing, merrily we merrily go.
Black and white, it's still so cold and crisp and light, with sharp winds blowing, we are going onward through the night. Hey, oh, la, hey, oh, la.
Let me flying on the snow, the hay, ha, ha, ho, ha, ho, with sleigh bells ringing, gaily singing, merrily we go.
Black and white, it's still so cold and crisp and light, with sharp winds blowing, we are going onward through the night. Hey, oh, la, hey, oh, la.
Let me flying on the snow, the hay, ha, ha, ho, ha, ho, with sleigh bells ringing, gaily singing, merrily we go.
Ho, hallo,
Merrily on we go.
ho, hallo.
Merrily on we go.
Wonders of his love, and wonders of his love.